Morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Ritchie.
Okay, today we're going to be learning about angles. So for your vocabulary, we have these words that you'll need to know for this lesson. We have angles. It's a figure formed by two rays with a common endpoint called the vertex and is measured in degrees. So that little circle right there is what you'll put to label it. So like if it's 90 degrees, you'll put 90 with the little degrees. Vertical angles are pairs of opposite congruent angles formed by the intersection of straight lines, and they share a common vertex. Vertical angles, they look like an X. They make an X with each other, like so. And so this angle here is going to be the same as this angle here. So the angle straight across from the other angle are going to be equal to each other. So likewise, if we wanted to know what this angle was, it's going to be the same as this one. They're both the same. So these two are equal and these two are equal because they are straight across from each other. All right, supplementary angles. Those are two angles whose measure have a sum of 180 degrees. So that is the main thing to remember with supplementary angles. Whenever you see angles that they say, what is the supplementary angle to, whatever the example was, you're going to know that together they make 180 degrees. Complementary angles are two angles whose measure have a sum of 90 degrees. So kind of like you could remember that by saying, it's always the right thing to compliment somebody. So 90-degree angles are complementary angles because they're right, okay? Intersecting lines, those are lines that cross at exactly one point. So like vertical angles are intersecting right here at this point. And congruent angles, that's just another way of saying that they're equal. So they have the same angle, they're equal to each other. Anybody have any questions so far? Maddie? Okay, let's look at some examples. So go ahead and draw this figure on your page the best that you can. We have a lot of lines going everywhere, so just try to draw that the best that you can. Whenever we label angles, we use letters, and it always starts on the outside, goes in, and then goes back out again. So for angle AGB is this angle right here. So whenever it says angle AGB, we're talking about this angle right here. Angle AGB and angle DGH. So DGH, if we look, is right here. DGH are vertical angles. That means what? Caden?
This way. Like, X.
They make an X, so they are the same. They're equal. Yeah. So vertical angles are equal, so that means that AGB and DGH are equal. Okay, so if I said angle AGB is like 25 degrees, I'm just making something up, then we know that DGH is also 25 degrees because they're vertical angles. That's one of the properties of vertical angles, is that they're equal to each other. Okay, angle AGB and BGE, all these letters. So angle AGB and BGE, do you guys see that right here?
Yes.
Together, they form a 90-degree angle. So they're complementary to each other. That means that they make a 90-degree angle. So AGB and BGE, together they make 90 degrees. So they're complementary angles. Okay, let me get a different color. CGA, if I find CGA And AGE, so basically this one plus this one, they make 180 degrees. So 180 degrees is a straight line. Do you guys see how it makes that straight line together?
Yes.
Okay. So supplementary make 180 degrees. They're a straight line. We also have to know about parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines are lines that never cross. So they're like your railroad track lines, okay? They never cross, they're parallel, they never intersect at all. So if I'm looking at CE, line CE is this one, and then line DF directly under it, they are parallel to each other. That means they never cross. Oops. They never cross. Okay, and then perpendicular, that means they form a 90-degree angle. So if they're perpendicular, that's another word for forming a 90-degree angle. So line AH is this one that goes straight up and down, and DF here, they cross at exactly a 90-degree angle, so they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so using all these math words in these ways, you're going to have to know that vertical angles are equal, they're congruent. Complementary angles make 90 degrees together. Supplementary angles together make 180 degrees, or straight lines. Parallel lines never cross, and perpendicular lines form a 90-degree angle. Okay? Anybody have questions so far? Okay, let's go on. I'm going to do a few of the guided practice with you. This is similar to your lesson today. The guided practice has very similar questions to the independent practice. So I know this is light and it's hard to see this, at least on the projector in class, but hopefully on a video it might show up a little bit better. So we have this crazy looking figure here. You don't have to draw this in your notes because this is in your book on the guided practice. So let's look at doing some of these together. It says, which is complementary to angle KNL? So first I have to find KNL. So I go, KNL is here. So I'm looking at this angle right there. So complementary, remember, they make a right angle because complements are the right thing to do, right? So Addison, what is complementary to this one? What angle? ILP. This would be this angle right here, so that's not it. We want to find what this angle would be called. So starting from the outside, working our way in, and then out again. Xander?
INP.
INP.
Or INO.
You're close. We want to go all the way out to the end of the ray. So, Landon? INQ. Yeah. So this one's kind of hard because we have so many letters and so many dots everywhere. You want to go all the way out to the outside ray because the insides are going to be part of other angles. So this is KNL, so it'll be INQ. Whoops, I keep hitting that side button. Okay, which is supplementary to angle SNR. If I look for SNR, right here. I want to find the angle that is supplementary, meaning it makes a straight line with it. So if you look, okay, the straight line would follow along this line. So what angle makes the straight angle possible? Colt?
SNKH.
Say it again.
SNKH.
SNKH. That's this whole line right here. We want to find, let me get it red. We want to find this whole angle here. So going from this line inward and then out. Cade?
RLI.
RLI. This is this line right here. We want to find this angle right there. Emma?
Would it be SRN?
SRN. No, this is SNR right here. We go from the outside inward. Okay. Maddie?
RNKH?
RN and then this KH. So you could use RNH since that's all the way at the end. That's what I would use because this is going RN and then out RNH. Do you see how this line or this angle plus this angle make 180 degrees? Together it makes this straight line. So angle RNH. These can be kind of hard to do because you have to really visualize what angle is which. So really it just takes a lot of practice. So you get better at it each time. So don't get discouraged. All right, number 3, what is the vertical angle to angle HKL, sorry. HKL. So I have to find HKL. So I'm going HKL. I bet that's supposed to be
Miss Ricky,
HKJ.
will you please send Cheyenne Gray? She'll be leaving.
Yes. All right, so HKL, I bet this is a typo in our book because, well, actually, no, this wouldn't be a typo. Just kidding. HKL, that makes a very wide angle. So if I'm looking at HKL, I can't draw very straight lines on the board, but HKL is this angle right here. Which one is vertical or straight across from it? How would we label that? Landon?
I'm gonna say JKLU.
You're close. It's JK, and then what's all the way at the end of this?
S.
JKS. So this one right here, because they are straight across from each other. Do you guys see that? It's really hard to see that, but JKS. So angle JKS. Just remember that you go from the outside inward and then out again. So the middle letter is what the inside of the angle is, okay? Okay, so number 4, it says if angle QPU measures 35 degrees, what is the measurement of angle UPT? So I'm going to erase what I've drawn all over this just to clean that up a bit. So first I have to find QPU, okay? So here's QPU. QPU is right here. I'm looking at this angle. Measures 35 degrees. So 35 degrees. What is the measurement of UPT? So I got to find my U. Where's U? UPT. I want to find what. I'm going to put this in red. So UPT. I want to find what this is. Together, what do these make? 90 degrees, right? Because it's a right angle. So I know that these two together equal 90 degrees. So if this is 35, Xander, how do I find the missing angle?
You have to subtract 90 from 35.
35 from 90?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to take 90 minus 35. What do I get?
65.
55.
55. So angle UPT is going to be 55 degrees. Don't forget to put your little degrees, okay? Caden?
So, angle PUQ is
then why, like, the angle is actually bigger, but it's smaller in degrees?
I know it doesn't make any sense visually, does it? I know. I don't know. The people who wrote this book may have meant to switch them, but it's okay. We'll go with it. We know that angle QPU is this one. And they say it's 35, so we're going to go with it. Angle UPT would be UPT, so it'd be this one. So together they're going to make 90 degrees. Subtract 35 from 90 and get 55. So that's what you'll get. Okay? They may not always make sense visually, but you're going to use what you know to solve it. Okay? Good question. Good question. All right, number 5. If SNR measures 55 degrees, what is the measurement of RNK? So if I find SNR, so this is similar to the other one. SNR, that's 55 degrees. Well, we just did this with this one. So we know that this angle here is going to make a right angle. So to find that, pretend like I don't know how to do this. I don't know, what that was if I didn't. Here's how I do this. I do 90 degrees, and then what?
I think you did the wrong.
Yeah, it's R and K.
It's R and K.
R and K.
That's R and M.
Yeah.
R and K. Just kidding. All right, let me erase this. Hey, I make mistakes all the time, so it's okay. Told you guys I'd probably make a mistake on this video. It's okay.
I mean, everyone makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes, that's right. All right, R and K. R and K is right here. R and K. All right, so together, what do these make? This angle plus this angle makes a straight line, which is 180. So I'm going to take 180 and subtract 55, okay, to get this angle that's left. So what do I get?
125?
125?
I believe so.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes. Because
Yes.
55 plus 25 is 80.
Good. 125 degrees. So yeah, these can be hard to see. I mean, I have to tell myself over and over sometimes. That's why I repeat myself so much. R, N, K, S, N, R. So double check yourself, just in case. Any questions on these and how to do these? Okay. All right, this is number 6 in your guided practice. Which angle is congruent to angle C? So if I'm looking at angle C right here, congruent means equal, okay? So knowing what we know about our vocabulary, which angle is congruent or equal to angle C? Colt. Angle F, very good, because they are vertical angles, right? So angle F, so you'll put this little angle symbol when you label that. So angle F, good.
So it would be like less than F.
It looks like a less than symbol, but in this case, since we're in geometry, it's going to be an angle. Okay. All right. Number 7, what is an angle that is complementary to angle DGE? Complementary means it makes a 90-degree angle. So DGE, so I have to find that. DGE. What angle makes a right angle or 90 degrees with it? Cade?
DGF?
DGF. This is a 90-degree angle, but we want to know the other angle that I add to this one to make that. You know what I'm saying? Emma?
You would add GEF to it?
G
Or EGF?
EGF. Yeah, you go out, in, out. So DGF would be, or not DGF, sorry, EGF. EGF. Together they make 90 degrees. So it will be angle EGF. F. If you put angle FGE, that's fine also because it's still the same angle. You just have to make sure that G's in the middle, okay? So it won't be counted wrong if you put that versus that. It just has to have the G in the middle, okay? Xander, do you have a question?
Yeah, what if you did DGC? Isn't that the same thing, just the other way?
Well, it is, but it doesn't make a right angle with this one.
Oh.
It does make a right angle, but it's not related to this one with the right angle. So, good question. All right, number 8. Which angle is supplementary to angle EFD? Remember, supplementary together make a straight line or 180 degrees. So EFD is this angle here. So I want to find the angle that makes a straight line with it. Landon? AFB? You're close. It's not going to be the B though. This makes, we want to find the angle here. Okay. Victor? AFC, you're close. Not quite. Maddie?
AFD.
AFD, good. This is the angle that we're looking for, AFD or DFA, either one. Make sure the F is in the middle. Okay. Together they make that straight line. Okay, number 9, what is the value of X? So we're given this information, 130 degrees here, and what is X? Well, what does this look like to you?
Vertical.
Vertical angles. Vertical angles are equal. They're congruent. Their angles are equal. So if this is 130 degrees, this is also
130 degrees.
130 degrees. Very good. These are probably the easiest ones to find because they're just the same. All right, number 10, which angle is vertical to angle BEC? So I'm looking at BEC, this one here. Which one is vertical? Caden?
DEA.
Very good, DEA, straight across from it. DEA or AED. DEA. Okay, good. So vertical angles are going to be congruent or equal. Congruent is another word for equal. Complementary angles add to equal 90 degrees. And supplementary angles add to equal 180 degrees. My crazy computer screen. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Your assignment today is going to be the independent practice, 6.GM.2.1. Independent practice. It's on page 277 through 281, 1 through 20.